Well, I'm taking my sweet time. Because this series was the Pacific keeps doing this to me, doesn't it? Blech. And this time it was in the upper bracket. Double blech. Hey, this is Vision Denial. My name is Sebastian. This is the Road to MSI, where I watch every playoff series from the 12 regions that are qualifying for MSI. Yes, including that one. And today we've got Machi X versus Beyond Gaming. Beyond Gaming wins 3-1. Let's talk about the very few things that I like. Both of these teams have a good sense of vision. Cool. I could stand for a little bit better vision denial, but considering the way they played, I don't think it would have made much of a difference. Oh, yeah, Beyond Gaming has some pretty solid wave manipulation. Didn't expect that. Machi is solid at team fights when they decide to be solid at team fights. Is that it? Is that really it? Yeah, they have good early vision. Yeah, I don't. There's like, they got good vision, good wave manipulation. And Machi's only slightly better at team fights when they care to be. Now, why am I upset about this? Well, because like last year, and I don't know if I want to put it up, but if I want to. It's bad with my hand. There. And for a couple seconds. There. Cool. You can read that. It's like one of the posts that I did last year about one of the Pacific region's Worlds 2020 playoff series. And I was not impressed. Now, granted, this one is much better than that one, but like anything that makes me think like a double ace is going to happen again, it's not a good sign. Nope. 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 Okay, so here's the thing, right? On the one hand, we have Beyond Gaming, who create team compositions that are based around the ability to scale late game with some options earlier in, if possible, if they snowball early. That's fine. There are at least not a variety between all of the games, and so I don't have to complain very much about that. That being said, Machi falls into the category of the T1 archetype of a team, where they have very solid understanding of win conditions, how to do team fights and everything like that, but then they pick really awful compositions, especially compositions that don't have engage. What's this trend? Guys, come on. Like, you're allowed to have engage. That's you. It's a thing that, like, the game gives it for you to. There's like 150 champions. Yeah, 150. Oh. Yeah, there's 150 champions. Like, pick any that allow you to engage. And honestly, I think Game 3 is a big... Like, if anything, the only game you really need to watch is Game 3. Or Game 4, sorry. If you watch Game 4, and you hear the casters, and you hear their incredible baffledness, that's because they're baffled. Like, I was equally baffled. I don't understand what was happening. The two mid laners in Jimmy N and Mawan are just deciding to run into each other on a consistent basis, and it makes me worried about the quality of this region. Like, do we keep this as a tier 2 region, or are they going to do fine? And the answer is probably yes, because like this happens. This region has like a bunch of really whack range of like abilities, like regarding its skill level, but like vis-a-vis international, you have teams that like shouldn't qualify at all for anything international, and teams that are like very competitive, and it's just unfortunate that like It is not one of these two teams. And I'm going to be quite realistic. I don't think Machi will make it further than the next playoffs or the next two series they play, because they get knocked down to the lower bracket. But whoever they beat on the lower bracket, they'll probably lose to. And I don't think Beyond Gaming is going to make it past the next round. If they do, it'll surprise me. And if they do better, cool. But like, from the way these two teams played, this is not the quality that I expect out of like a representative out of the PCS. Not out of our grand noble Korean killers. Things that I want to see improve. And again, I know that like I'm behind. These are April 4th playoff series, so like mind the manners. I want to see Machi pick, other than pick better compositions, pick compositions that fit to their playstyle. Something that's aggressive, something that allows them for early game approaches, and anything that allows them to like engage, that have an ability to engage and to fight team fights. If you're going to keep doing that, Beyond Gaming, I want you to not be a team that solely relies on late game, because this ends up becoming a thing where you just wait for the enemy team to mess up and you're progressing primarily on punishing. And honestly, I don't expect you to do well internationally if you're the team to qualify, because if I'm going to say this with the tier 3 and tier 4 regions, you relying on being able to punish well is not an indicator of skill. It is an indicator of your region's weakness. And that being said, if you want to show that you have skill, you want to be able to force somebody to make a mistake, and forcing somebody to make a mistake and punishing a mistake are two different things. They sound like they end up with the same result, and sometimes they do, but most of the time if you're forcing someone to make a mistake is because you're being the proactive one to create leads for your win conditions, and so you're winning off of your merit, not off of the lack of merit of your opponent. And that goes double for Machi, because Beyond Gaming was not like immune to this, not in the slightest. This one was tiring. Up next after this series is going back to Turkey. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this series. The next one we're going to Turkey for, I believe it's Galacticos versus Dark Passage. I have it here as GS versus DP, and those tell me usually, yeah, Dark Passage versus, Galatasaray Esports. I guess they changed their names? Maybe. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.